S of I said, right? S of I. Okay, so here, see here, this program I already written. Let's go this, let's change this program. Okay, just 1 minute. Not this one. Yeah, so see this, this is our program name. Okay, so I already saved because we have to complete in time. So here see, um we put the string. So here this is a single dimensional arrays program. So here we are putting the all the numbers, fours up to 4, 1 2 3 4, right? Then we pass the for loop and giving the condition. Then after we have to print this particular as integer. So we are written here, means I'm writing here this, we can see here, we have this system out printed, and then double 19 1.9 2.9. Okay, so this we are passing the for loop here, and the particular object of double. So we will get this both after run the program. Okay, so let's go to the command prompt. So this is the single dimensional array here. So in single dimensional array, first we will get the four types of, means which will enter 4 type 11 27. Then we will get the doubles fault, because I already said in single dimensional array what that is a creating a single dimensional array is very simple. It's kind of the row and column where each column is axis with a zero base. Okay, index. It is also referred as a linear array which axis element involves single script which can either represent row or column. So we study the declarations of size and characters here, right? So in this we will see the floor, means floating type also, that is point something, and number also, right? So here pass the, go to the desktop, then folder name, then compile the our program. Then we will get, after compiling, let this compile first, then Java program name. Then first we will get the number and floating point. So this is about the single dimensional array. Okay, so now let's see the multi-dimensional array here. Okay, so in multi-dimensional array, a multi-dimensional array, also known as a rectangle array, is an array with more than one dimensional. Okay, so here the form of multidimensional array is a matrix in it two or more zero base index are used to access a particular value in array. So syntax, that is the type of array, rows and columns. So multidimensional में single dimensional में one row one type of column we have seen, right? But in multidimensional array we will get the rows and columns. Okay, so the it should be, syntax should be like this: type of array, type array name, array name, that is rows and columns. Okay, rows and columns. So here square brackets are placed after array name containing size, number of columns and rows. Okay, so int to suppose integer array declaration. Int array, you know, that is a array declaration, integer array declaration. So int array, that is, okay, because multi-dimensional array we are using, so multiple times used. Okay, then character, which used to character declarations, right? So again, here array one, that is okay. So character array, int array is new in 1020. So suppose int, okay, int array equal to new int, that is 1020. 1020. So initialization of array int 22 and int 11 22 33 34. So characters like this. So here int it should be int array. Okay, So in internet it should be 2 2, that is equal, is nothing but equal to like this. That is a 11 22 to multiply multidimensional, that's why we are using like this. Then 33 44. Okay, so this is about characters of array here. Characters of array here, it should become like this. mm, Multiple times S, then T, right? Then in another, sorry, in another J, suppose O. Okay, so this is initialization multidimensional array in Java, right? Int array 2 to array 001. 2 to means it should be like this array int array 2 to. Okay, so initialization of multidimensional like array, because it is multidimensional, so that's why we are using 2 times 0, then 0, then array 1, then 1. So then again array 2 2 3 3. So two dimensional arrays, row and row 0 1. So row 1 index, column 1 index. Okay, so this is about the two dimension multi-dimensional array. So let's see the example here. uh, just 1 minute. Okay, let's run this program. Okay, just 1 minute. Okay, okay, copy it, and then go to the directly this command line already we have run. Okay, then give the compile it, program name dot java, and then after this uh, file name desktop, we will get an output here. Okay, so this is our multidimensional. Now let's move on next point. When okay, so now what commonly use vector methods. So here some methods are there. Okay, the which are we using the commonly, like, oh, where it is, just 1 minute. Okay, void add element. Okay, void add element. So object element, void add element, that is object elements, element. So here void add element, that is object element. So it insert the element at the end of the vectors. Okay, so here it insert the element at the end of vectors. Then in capacity, so this is method returns the current capacity of the vector. So in capacity, this is a method returns the current capacity of the vectors. Then in size, this method, in size method, sorry, in size method. So in size it returns the current size of vector. Then void set size, void set size, that is int in size, int size, then Boolean contain object element. Okay, then contain Boolean contain object element. Okay, Boolean contain object elements Okay, so listen. So void add element, that is object element. It is insert the element at the end of vectors. So in capacity, this method returns the current capacity of the vectors, and in size it returns the current size of vector. Void set size, that is it changes the existing size, the specific size. Boolean contain object element. This method check whether the specified element is present in the vector. If the element is being found, it returns true else false. Then object element at int index. It returns the element present at the specified location in vectors. Okay. So next is, that is a object last first element. Object first element. First element. Okay. So in object first element. Okay. Then object last element and object get element. Object last element. Object last element. Last element method. Then object object get int index. Object get int index. Okay. So and then boolean remove element, object element, and boolean remove all collection C, and void set element. Okay. So here the what object first element, it is used for getting the first element of vector. First element here, first element find करने के लिए use करते हैं. Last element is used to find the last element of vector. Object get int index, it return the element at the specific index. Okay, it's used to return the element at the specific index. Then boolean remove element, object element, it is remove the specific element from vectors. So and boolean remove all collection of seeds. Remove all those elements for vector which are present in the collection C. Then void set element. So it is a update the element of specify index with the given element. So see the example of this. That is just 1 minute. Okay, here the vectors we add vectors red, green, blue is given. The first occurrence at the first time, that is the object of first element, last element, right? So first element is used to present the first identify the first element. Last is used to identify the last element, right? So these are the given last, index, first, and all. So whatever we type the system out printf, first occurrence, last occurrence, then occurrence after the index 2, that is C collection, right? Then means boolean remove all collection, that is C collection. It remove all those elements from vector which represent collection C. Okay, so this is your left practical. Okay, so let's run this practical here. Practical Java C, then file name dot java. Okay, then after compile, let's run the practical. After compiling, program Java file name, we will get here red, green, blue, and yellow. First occurrence of red at index 0. Okay, so you know very well कि अपना array 0 से start होता है. So यहाँ पे 0 से then red at index 3. Again red हुआ index 3 because 0, 1, 2, and 3, right? Then red at okay, then occurrence after index 2, 3, and 5 is 1. Okay, so this is before index and after index. So this is about your practical program of vectors. Okay, so today's topic is about multi-threading. So a program can be partitioned into various small procedures. Every small procedure can be addressed to as a single thread, a lightweight procedure. Multithreading in the Java is a procedure of executing multiple threads at the same time. Okay, so here the procedure of executing multiple thread at the same time. Each of these procedure can be assigned either as a single thread or multiple thread. Okay, so this is about your multi-threading. So thread is a thread of execution in the program. The Java virtual machine allows an application to have multiple threads of execution running concurrently. When a Java virtual machine starts up, there is a usually single non-demand thread, which is typically called method name main means a single non-demand thread, which is typically called the method's name main of some designate class. So single thread. It is generally lightweight and the smallest unit of process. And multithreading can be characterized as the execution of l- least two threads simultaneously. Multithreading to write in a way where numerous exercises can continue simultaneously in a similar program. Java multithreading is for the most part utilized as a part of games, animation, and so on. So the thread control method. So string get name. Okay. So string get name get name method. So this method retrieves the name of running thread in the current context in a string format. Okay. So So, string get name method. This method retrieves the name of running thread in the current context in string format. So, string get name. This method retrieves the name of running thread. Okay. Then void start. After this, void start method. So, this method will start a new thread of executions by calling run method of thread runnable object. Then void run. Void run method. So this method is the entry point of thread. Okay, the void run is the entry point of thread. So execution of thread start from these methods. Okay, and then void sleep method. Void sleep method. This method subset the thread of mention time duration in the arguments. Okay, sleep time in milli ms. Then void yield. By invoking this method, the current method paused its execution temporarily and allow other thread to execute. That is a void yield. Then void join. Void sleep method after void sleep method. Void yield. Okay, void yield, which is what the work of this. Invoking this method can current thread pause in execution temporarily and allow other the thread of to execute. Then void join. Void join. So this method used to queue up a thread in execution. Once called thread, current thread will wait till calling thread complete its execution. Okay, जब तक current thread complete हुए तब तक it should be wait. Okay, then public void stop. So thread is a basic unit of CPU utilization, consists of program count, a stack, and set of register. Right. So thread process have single thread of control. There is a one program counter and one sequence. So then public void resume. Public void stop method. It is public void stop resume. Okay, alive. So public void stop method. So this method will check if thread is alive or dead. Okay. So in Boolean alive method, this method will check if thread is alive or dead. Public void stop. This method stop all thread completely. Stop method is just thread the stop this thread completely, and void resume. Public void resume. So this method resume thread which was subsent, and then using the subsend method. Then public void wait. This method calls the current thread to wait until another thread invoke. Okay. So void public void notify method. This method wake up a single thread that is waiting on this object monitor. So what are the Java threads? A thread is a facility to allow multiple activities within a single process. Okay. So it is a facility to allow the multiple activities within a single process. A thread is a series of execute stream. Each thread has a own program count, stack, and local variables. Okay, so thread life cycle. Let's see the thread life cycle. Thread life cycle. Okay, so let's draw the diagram first. Let's go to the paint. Then we will see the thread life cycle. Okay, so for thread life cycle, we take new. Okay, then ready, then waiting, then terminal, terminated. Sorry, terminated. Then running. Okay, so let's draw this diagram complete. Okay, so for this we call this new, then terminated, ready, running, and waiting. Okay, so this is the diagram of the thread life cycle. So here we have to give arrow again here. So new, then ready, then then this one, and you can take the both arrow also. Bi-directional arrows you can take this one. Okay, no need to take this. Okay, just 1 minute. Let me complete this diagram, then we will discuss. Okay, so this is a bi-directional. Okay, then after then okay, so okay, so we have to give your name. That is, let's give the name. So in new here, this is interpreter, interpreter, interpreter. Sorry, interpreter. Okay, this is the name of interpreter. Then admitted exist. Okay, then exist. Okay, interpreted, admitted, exist, input output event wait, and input output event completion. So here completion and here waiting. Okay, so new the thread. So the thread goes through various. Just here exits. Here waiting, input output event wait, and input output event completion. Okay, here completion, here waiting, admitted. Okay, interrupted, then dispatch. Here dispatch, interrupted, exit, input output event wait, and event input output completion. So a thread goes through various stages in the life cycle. For example, thread is born, started, runs, and then dies. The following diagram show the complete life cycle of thread. So new. The new thread is the stage of being created. Then ready. The thread has all resource available that it need to run, but the CPU is not currently working on the thread is instruction. So ready, the thread has all the resource available that it need to run. Okay, that is in ready position. Then running. The CPU is working on the thread instruction. Waiting. The thread cannot run at this moment because it's waiting for some resource to become available or for some event to occur. Then terminated, the thread has completed. Okay, so this is about the life cycle of thread. The main thread. When we run any Java program, the program being uh, to execute its code starting from the main method. Therefore, the JVM, Java Virtual Machine is also called, then creates a thread to start executing the code present in main method. This thread is called as a main thread. So when we run any Java program, the program being execute its code starting from the main method. Therefore, the Java creates a thread to start the executing the code present in the main method. This thread is called as a main thread. Although the main thread is automatically created, we can control it by obtaining a reference to it by calling current thread method. Two important things to know about main thread are: it is the thread from which other thread will be produced. Main thread must be always last thread to finish execution. So here is a short program. Let's see. Okay, let's go to the let's we want this one. Okay, open it. If you want, you can close it first. Okay, then show the current thread. Okay, the program is about show the current thread. So take the new one. Okay, then class PR71. Okay, so class PR71, then public static void main, static void main, public static void main, string args. Okay, then thread t equal to, sorry, thread t equal to thread dot current thread. Okay, thread dot current thread. So current thread, then dot set name main thread, main thread, then system dot out print system, so system dot out dot println, which is used to printing the statement name of thread, right? That is name of thread is first C. Okay, so this is our program. Okay, so now let's run this program. So in system thread, name of the thread is, okay, so let's run. Okay, then after this creating, we will see the okay, so this is our output here. I directly, without compiling, I directly name of the thread is the output is given. Means I forgot to compile here java, right? So name of the thread is, we will see here. Okay, that is java name. The name of the thread is like this. Okay, so this is the output. So let's see the next point. Okay, so next point is creating a thread. Okay, so next point is about creating a thread. Creating a thread. Okay, so here by extending thread, and so we create a class that extend the Java language thread class. This class overrides the run method available. Okay, in thread class, a thread being in life inside run method, we create an object of a new class and call start method. So we create a class that extend a java.language.thread. So thread class. Okay, so this class override the run method available in the thread class. A thread means a thread class. The thread is being its life inside the run method. We create an object of our new class and call start method. When we create the object, new object, then we call start method. To start the execution of a thread, that is start method, invoke the run method on the thread object. So example of this, let's see this example. 0 and return. So this is a example of, just 1 minute. This one is example. Okay, so this is, let's run this program. Okay, this is the example of the creating a thread. Okay, so let's do. Then you will get this output thread. This is the about the start and terminate and all. Okay, so this is the example of this. Then next, see the what the by implementing the enable interface. Okay, so here in the enable interface, the by implementing the enable interface. Okay, so by implementing the enable interface, by implementing the enable interface. So here, if class is the intent to be executed as a thread, then it can be achieved by implementing the enable interface. We need to follow three basic steps to achieve it. Step first, here we need to implement a run method. In step first, we need to implement in the enable interface, we need to implement run method. Okay, then so by implementing the enable interface, so here in step first, we need to implement a run method provided by runnable interface. This method provides an entry point for the thread, and you will put our complete business logic inside the method. Following is a simple syntax of the run method. Okay, then that is a public void run. Public void run method. Okay, then in step two, in second step, need to instant a thread object using the following constructor, right? Like thread, thread, thread. Just 1 minute. Thread runnable, thread runnable. Then thread runnable. Thread obj.